Hello, Brother Will. Got Will with us. Got one person on Facebook with us. When they shadow ban you, they really shadow ban you, don't they? What's up, y'all? Hugs to Neil again. Nice to meet Neil in the virtual world. Hey, Deborah Hamby. Yep, y'all put me in your calendar because they is, the more I talk about Jesus, it's not a conspiracy theory. We've met with people behind the scenes that are on the Facebook team. The more you talk about Jesus, and I did that this morning, the more you talk about weight loss, see, that makes people feel bad. It makes them not feel good about themselves. Sounds to me like they're wanting the sheep of God to act like sheep to the world, is what it's sounding like to me. You can't talk about Jesus because it's very polarizing, they say. You can't talk about weight or weight loss. It makes people feel bad about themselves. That we have had many, many reports on our profile for bullying. Pleasure. Julie Marandino, boy, you killing it in the Groove Challenge. I think you like Solid Gold. I don't know if you've met Solid Gold, but I think you like Solid Gold. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Good day, everybody. We're letting everybody get in here. We grooving this week. Solid Gold's got everybody grooving. I like what Solid Gold says. It don't bother him if you lose weight or not. He's all about the pleasure. You want that Twinkie? Eat it if it gives you pleasure. If it gives you pleasure, girl, eat that Twinkie. If it gives you pleasure, brother, eat it. Eat that big old tater. It's okay. Pleasure. Pleasure. But you better look closely at the definition of pleasure, and is those things really giving you pleasure? Pleasure, player. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Everybody happy today? You can still find us on Facebook, but you have to look for us, or you have to be in that group who has liked enough, seen enough, starred enough that they'll show you. You got to show Facebook you like our content. If you don't, they keep hiding it because Jesus is polarizing. And that is the same thing as saying, it's funny to me that the people that promote love are not about love at all. Love and inclusion, they're not about it at all. It's funny to me that Jesus stands for love, joy, peace, patience, gentleness, goodness, meekness, temperance, and faith. But yet, that's polarizing to mention the precious name of Jesus. Howdy, y'all. We're about to get started. That's right, Joseph. I've enjoyed sin for a season, but it always ends with pain, terrible pain. Yes, it was painful to lose weight, but it was more painful to stay overweight. For me, what do I know? Hey, everybody. Got a few people finally in here. All right, we're going to get started. Welcome to the accountability room. I love the accountability room because I can see who's earned their badge in here. I can see who ain't. So if you start some of that stuff where you say, it ain't working for me, I go look real fast in a hurry. So if anybody's struggling in here and you say, Travis, can you help me get through a plateau? I've been doing everything perfect. I'm going to go, I sure can. Can I see your what? Your journal. Is that mean or is that love? I think it's love. Karen, I see your question. I will raise you a question and I'll be right back and I'll answer that. Accountability. We need accountability. I need it in my life. You need it in your life. I mean, we live in a world, don't nobody around you care about you, whether you eat healthy or not. You know, they're just going to say, you look fine, girl. You know, here's how people are. In fact, when you start doing good, they're going to go, you look so sick. Is something wrong with you? You look sick. You've lost too much weight. You need to stop losing weight. You're starting to look sick. Don't nobody like to hear it in my family, but when I lost so much weight, people was like, Travis, have you got AIDS? Because I never hung around with guys. I never been one to hang around with men folk. So, you know, and they're like, do you have AIDS? Oh, it hurt my feelings so bad. Not making fun, or that's a serious disease. And it's not just amongst that community, but they would give me, you know what I say now? I say, do I really? I get so tired of mean people. So tired of mean people, especially those mean people that come against my group, who's trying to do so good and get out of the pit. Then they start telling y'all that you're obsessed. Has anybody ever heard that? You're obsessed. You're becoming obsessed with this thing. I hear that often. I'm worried about you. You're becoming obsessed with this thing. Wait a minute. When I was over 300 pounds and on multiple prescription medications and very, very, very depressed and having suicidal thoughts, didn't anybody say, what's the matter with you? You're acting insane and obsessed. You're eating yourself to death. Nobody ever said that. Nobody. But the minute that I got down to a weight where I could take my shirt off and feel confident and feel good about myself, you look sick. You're looking sick, Travis. You need to stop losing weight. Crazy people. Little righteous indignation in order. We're going to teach today. I love Jesus. How about y'all? Jesus probably doesn't like my tone right now, so I need to settle down. I love y'all. I love our family. Put me on your calendar in case they continue to get rid of me. I will be here at www.travis.coach. That's where you find me. www.travis.coach. Got some great people with us today. Y'all are killing it. I am going to hold you accountable. If you don't want to be held accountable, go to Facebook. But here, we're all going to hold each other accountable. All right, I'm going to get started. Are y'all enjoying Groove, by the way? You enjoying it? Y'all like Solid Gold? Which coach do y'all like the most? Travis, Solid Gold, or Jack? You got to pick one. You can't say all three. There's a Travis in there somewhere. Good times. Julie, I think about you every time Solid Gold plays some yacht rock, and you're right there in the top 10 already looking good. And then you're right there in the top 10 in the Groove Challenge. Oh, we've got some Travises now. The problem is Travis is a little bit of all that if y'all haven't figured out. I bet it's been kind of shocking. I bet it's been a little shocking. All right, y'all. Good times. We're going to get started. A couple of questions up front. Let me go on and answer these folks in case they need to leave. Then those of you that asked a couple of questions before I came in here, I'll answer those. Today, if there anybody wants to, somebody's wanting me to have a meeting with them about supplementation and exercise for bodybuilding. And I don't have enough. And I told them, I don't want to charge an hourly rate. If I got enough people that's interested, I'll do that at 11:30, a supplement selector body transformation class. If we have enough interest, we'll go right into that at 11:30 if anybody wants that, so we can save an hourly rate. I don't like charging people an hourly rate. So let me know if that's something y'all want to do. If we got enough, got 3, 4, 5 people, I'll do that. I'm not going to charge you for the consultation. All right, here we go. Karen Brinkley, do we stay on detox or one of the other food groups listed? So if you're in group, as I said, I have chosen to do a 5-day detox. I will stick with the detox menu this weekend, but it's 5 days on the kit, and then I'm going to stay with the detox menu through the weekend without the kit. I'm going to start again Monday. You're supposed to do it 10 days in a row. I've been breaking mine up because if this weekend I get in a tight, I might go down to the metabolic boost menu, but it's up to you how you do it. You can do it in 5-day increments or 10 days straight. It's up to you to decide when you want to jump over to the metabolic boost meal plan. Let me know, Karen, if that makes sense, because sometimes in my haste, I misinterpret questions. Sharon, trying to get my son on this plan, but he loves chips. How can I incorporate pig skins instead of his regular chips? My goodness, there's tons of chips, Miss Sharon. There is actually more than 60 different types of chips, and the list keeps growing that are approved and help you or your son control insulin. So, real chips, things like Bonitos, Quest chips, the new chicken chips, all kind of chips that taste like tater chips, double bites, delicious. And there are other chips that work. Pig skins are approved already. You can have any pig skin that you want. 200 calories or less is a snack. More than 200 calories of pig skins is a category 4. Did y'all know that? I just want to make sure. It's in the library, by the way. Sharon, never forget your library. What I'm trying to do is every day be here to answer these great questions you have. It is my effort to come up beside you all and be the best weight loss coach you've ever had and the most caring one. Are y'all feeling that? Are you feeling like I'm the most caring weight loss coach you've ever had? I'm serious. I'm not just trying to look for the brag. That's my goal. To be here. I want to be here so much that you begin to take me for granted. So Monday through Friday morning, maybe not tonight. I'll let you know about that in a minute. But morning and night, I'm here to answer these questions because I know the diet devil lurks. I'm up against it. I know it's more than just the diet, more than just the food. You need that support. You need the laughter. Need the love, need the crying. You need a safe place. So I can't be here 24/7. So where do we look if we need to know this stuff before we eat it if I'm not here? The library. The library. It's there. In those times when you can't get me, Joni, you can't get one of us, go to the library. The only complaint I hear about the library is it takes too long. Let's find out. Let's find out real quick. This is a mobile-friendly website. Go. Let's see how long it takes. And I got to do a lot of work because I'm on a desktop, so it'll take extra long time because I'm on this desktop and I'm already stalling. I go to dashboard. I got to go to too many places. I could just put the food library link on my phone and go right to this. I wouldn't have to do all this. I'm going to resources. I'm going to food library. I'm going to chips. And now it pulls up anything that says chips. I might want to also search chip. There's anything with chip, Beanfield's bean chips, Beyond chips, low carb tortilla chips. Let's look. There's one. There's tons and tons of approved chips. It even says you can get it from Amazon here. It tells you how many you can have. It tells you how to have them. It tells you these won't hurt you. Make sense, everybody? Is that what now once I know about that chip, I'm good, right? I can heart it. I learned something, I can heart it, and it's there for me always now. So please don't underestimate that library. That library can save you, because what happens a lot of times, I will literally get this message. Somebody that's got my phone, and they'll text a picture, and they'll say, "Can I have this?" And I go, "Oh, let me go look in the library." And I look, it's not in there. I look at the nutrition label, and it's not approved. And I tell them, and they go, "Darn, I already had it." Was that impatience worth costing you 2 days of your weight loss journey? Like, I know I can have double bites. Do I need to look that up, or do I know? So it doesn't take any time. This is a journey, okay? I know I'm being silly today, but got to have fun sometimes. I do this a lot. Sometimes I got to have some fun with it. Melanie, how do you suggest I log elliptical time? I suggest that you put a Fitbit around your wrist or ankle, and whatever it tracks, that counts as your steps. That's how I would do it. If you don't want it to count as steps, then I'd probably count 30 minutes as 150 repetitions. I know it's a lot more than that, but what I tell people, if you're just looking at generic exercise and like CrossFit or elliptical and you don't want to count steps, you shouldn't count it as steps and exercise, one or the other. So I would just wear a Fitbit, a tracker. I put, even on my recumbent bike, I put the Fitbit around my ankle or around my shoelace. So that's what I would do. But if you want to count it as strength training for some reason, I would put miscellaneous exercise and 300 reps per hour. You're doing a lot more movement than that. But I divide exercise into two different things. Fat burning exercise and strength building exercise. Fat burning exercise, I count my steps through my Fitbit. My husband became a partner last night. My question is, can I see the partner benefits also? Yeah, that's fine with me. If your husband and you are one of you's a partner, y'all live in the same household, I'm never going to kick anybody out anyway. I think it's just, it's the right thing to do if you're sharing with people at work and whatnot, to remember that we're trying to keep up a good program and it's hard to do. So, but what you're talking about is you and your husband. So yeah, absolutely. And here's your partner dashboard right here, his partner dashboard, and it's going to grow. We're going to keep growing it. You've got your partner deep dive classes that are constantly being added. We did recipe conversions the last 2 weeks. Look at all these partner classes, and they're very good classes. I really believe they're good classes. I believe they really help and aid in the journey. You've also got your partner progressive workout system. If you'll follow this partner progressive workout system, you won't know yourself in 6 months. You'll be so much stronger. And we're just going to keep adding perks and value to say thank you to our partners for supporting us and keeping this mission going. Would love to help my son. I would love for him to join the Shibboleth family. Hey, Nalada. He's weighing 400 and only 5'8". He does not like any veggies. Any suggestions? He never needs to eat a veggie. Let's talk about that a minute. Because sometimes we throw the baby out with the bathwater because we see all this variety, or we hear about broccoli in class all the time. And we think veggies are necessary. Is there a way to do Shibboleth without any vegetables? I bet he likes some, but can you do it without any vegetables? Give me some ideas. What types of days would we have? What types of combinations would we have? He could do lion and shark days, follow the rules, and have full fat cheese, real bacon, no veggies necessary at all. If he's having a perfect day, he could use category 2 bread in place of the veggies. You can have a category 4 by itself, a category 1 by itself. He can have a category 6 by itself. Endless ways for him to eat. I know it's hard for everyone to believe, especially on the outside looking in or brand new people. It sounds too good to be true. You can have biscuits, approved biscuits as your vegetable. Good gracious. It sounds too good to be true, y'all. You cannot come up with any food or any philosophy by which you can't do Shibboleth, because Shibboleth was built upon the philosophy of balance, meaning to lose weight, all we must do is operate in a calorie deficit and control insulin. If your eating episodes does that, you win. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. So please don't underestimate the power of the program. The downside is I know it's terrible. It takes about 2 hours to learn. And that's terrible, isn't it? Something that's going to save our life. It ought to take 2 minutes, if that. That Travis is long-winded. I don't know why he can't teach this program on TikTok with one flip of a thumb. Hey, little girl, is your daddy home? Will he go away or leave y'all alone? Oh, I'm on fire. All right. I'm silly. All right, let's see. Tammy. Oh, she's answering a question for me. Thank you, Tammy. How come we can have marshmallow fluff and peanut butter? Lots of sugar. Really? Did they change it? I'm confused.
Hey, Travis.
Yes.
So she's talking about that marshmallow fluff in the library, and there's a recipe out there now that Tabitha Rogers created that has been added, that is the marshmallow fluff and a peanut butter sandwich on the category 2 bread with no sugar syrup over it.
Marshmallow. Let me see.
I'll see if I can look it up. Sure. I think in the recipe library it's called Tabitha's Nutter Fluff or something, but I'll see if I can find it as well and put the link up.
Yeah, let me make sure, because we don't want nothing accidentally getting in there full of sugar. Tabitha's Fluffer Nutter French Toast. Is that what she's talking about? So we got egg whites, cinnamon, yes, vanilla extract, approved bread, nuts and more, marshmallow fluff, condiment, 2 tablespoons of marshmallow fluff. So it's 2 tablespoons, and it's sugar 6 grams for 2 tablespoons. With the amount of protein and fiber in the nut butter, it's not an issue. Things can have sugar in them. Does everybody understand that? Good teaching moment. Things can have sugar, but we've got to have more protein and fiber than sugar to slow down that blood sugar rise, so we get less insulin provocation. Yeah, it's perfect, Tabitha. No problem. Now, I'm not saying it's a red column. Tabitha knows this, though. I'm not saying it's a red column. Is it the fastest way to get to your goal? No. Tabitha, how much have you lost? Pleasure, pleasure. I bet Solid Gold would like it. She's lost 70 pounds. Oh, no, 137 total with Shibboleth and another program. So, killer, slayer. She's killing it. But I'm glad that's the type of question we love in this class. Anytime you see me go, that's a good question. Deborah, please look at my journal. Overall, I've lost 25 pounds since February. My 21-day kit was delivered to the wrong address, so it will be next Thursday. I think I'm on track, but not losing. Deborah, do I have your permission to do that in front of everyone? That's my question to you. Joni can do it in private, or I can do it in public. All right, let's pull you up. Is that okay with everybody that we check Deborah's journal? Deborah, you may have to give me your username. I'm not seeing you. I'll wait on your username. Kimberly, hey, check the library for the Carb Master White. It's listed as 30 calorie, but my package says 50. Y'all do keep in mind they change this stuff constantly. And we don't have the manpower. I'm glad Kimberly checks it. We don't have the manpower to check every item in that food library every day. So that's when you kind of got to know if it's approved or not by knowing the math. So Kimberly, does it have, tell me, does it have 1 gram of fiber for every 10 calories? Does it have 5 grams of fiber? I'm not finding you, sis. Are you journaling in my platform? So Kimberly Arnold update. Kimberly Arnold says it has enough fiber and the calories are low enough that she's good with that bread. Joni, if you can update that, check library for Carb Master White bread. It used to say 30 calories a slice. She's saying now it says 50. They may have 2 different products too. We could get Joni to look at that. So I'm not finding you, Deborah.
I got her to come up under that username, Deborah, Debra at 3502.
I'm not finding her. Can you give me a private, just message that privately to me and I'll click a link if you can copy the link. Sorry, I don't want to hold up everybody too long. I may have to move on. It'll be a good exercise, but I may have to move on. Let me try the link. I'm logged into admin, Tammy, so I probably can go right to it with a link.
Okay, well, go ahead and answer some questions. My computer's running a little slow. I'll get it pulled up for you.
Okay, perfect. Thanks. Thanks, Joni. Carb Master Whole Wheat tastes great, crisp total, lower on the weight loss meter. So Patricia's telling y'all Carb Master Whole Wheat is great. Think about that. There's more than 100 approved breads. I quit counting at some point. There's a lot. Facebook, can you repeat, are you supposed to have at least enough protein to offset the fat? And what was the ratio you said for it? Mary, you follow the combination rules. Don't know how familiar you are with them. You follow the combination that ensures slow digestion of whole foods and less insulin. When you're talking about processed products, it's very complicated. There's no way I could go over that enough and not confuse everybody here. We have formulas that we go by. So on the fly there, I was looking at the bread formula, which I really don't want to get into because people do it wrong. They don't tell us about it. We don't get to put it in the library. But yes, typically what we're trying to ensure, depending on the overall ingredients, is that it has enough protein and fiber to offset negligible amounts of sugar. But it's more deep than that. And we've tried before to teach those formulas, and it's been catastrophic. So we're just going to keep that in-house and go to your food library. When you're talking about food combining, I know what we're dealing with because it grows from the ground or it roams the earth. So it's easy. I give you the combination chart. That takes care of everything you need to know. Some reason people love to approve their own foods. And then what happens, instead they leave Shibboleth, I get it, I understand. But they approve their own foods and they tell other people, hey, I found these approved products, and they're not approved. They didn't understand the meat formula is different than the bread formula is different than the cheese formula. Because also about the slow diet, I do all that for you. So food combining, and then if you bring something to class like Kimberly Arnold did and we need to look at it, then I'll talk more about the math. But typically your protein and your fiber has to be greater than your net carb effect. But the higher in calories you go, the more protein to fiber ratio you'll need to shut down insulin. That's the critical. What store has this bread? Brenda, almost every store. Yeah. Do y'all find a lot of the bread? I hear this a lot. I can't find any of these breads. Are y'all having a problem finding the breads? I don't. Does the flavor or type of boar's head deli meat make a difference? It does. Some of their stuff is not approved. Some is not approved. Need to check the library or ask in here. Some of them have too much sugar or they're too high in fat with too much sugar. Most are approved. You'd be surprised. Like boar's head, my favorite is boar's head ham, the maple glaze. That's a very lean ham with very low amounts of sugar. Loretta, hi, Travis. My question is on vitamins. I have bariatric surgery. Are your vitamins comparable to their suggested bariatric vitamins? As much as I want to dive deep with you, Miss Loretta, I'm not allowed to. I can get in big trouble if anytime as a wellness coach, that I try to rival your doctor. You do what your doctor tells you. If you're considering the awesome vitamins, I would suggest taking the nutrition label, a screenshot on your phone and showing your bariatric doctor and seeing what they say. They probably get paid something off the vitamins they sell, so I'm not sure what they'll tell you. But I'm not a physician, and as much as I want to tell you my real opinion on that, I can't. I could potentially get in trouble. Sorry. Especially in a group format like this, in a group format. So
I sent you that link, see if that works for you.
got it. Let's see. Now, who was this again? I done forgot. Yeah, it's not pulling up for me.
Please. Okay. Let me try something else.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. Joni, can you was it Deborah Sluss?
Yes.
Joni, could you get with Deborah Sluss and check her journal? And if she's really hitting a plateau after y'all look at it together, if she's really hitting a plateau, let's get her on the plateau breaker protocol. Here's what that is. The normal stuff, but red column only, -2 or -3 meal replacements only, as many steps as she will do, and a 16-hour fast each day for 3 days. That'll break any plateau. Does that make sense, Joni? Sorry, Deborah. It's my system. I can't get you pulled up. It may be that the account that I'm in, I have many accounts, so I can spy. It may be that the account I'm in does not have access to you because of a privacy thing or something, just some weird setting. Can you repeat, are you supposed to have at least enough protein to offset the fat? Oh, we did that one. Anybody else? Any other questions? Remember about bread? Bread make you dead. Bread make you dead, even approved breads. If you do them too often, we have them to make our program enjoyable and practical. And our breads fit our bread formula and help you control insulin so that they break down more inside your body like a green bean than they do a white bread. The white bread is the devil. Every time you see sunbeam bread, you should see that girl with horns and a pitchfork and a pointy tail. Bad, evil. Nothing's worse for you than white bread, sis. But we found a way around that so we can have our hot dogs, hamburgers, still control insulin, but we've got to have the right ratio of protein to fiber. It's all about keeping the net carbs low and the protein fiber high with your bread. Bread is pre-digested, so you actually need a really good ratio of protein to fiber. Then you get into that thing. A lot of breads really taste awful if they have too much protein and fiber, but we have found ones that taste just like bread, like regular bread. Never ideal though. Cheese, never ideal. Bread, never ideal. Milk, never ideal. But we've made a way to make it work and you can still lose weight. How does Nuts and More compare to Jif Natural? It's just better, has more protein in it, better for you. Jif Natural is approved, counts the same. Tablespoon is a snack portion. 2 tablespoons is a meal portion. Peanut butter is high in calories because it's high in fat. Nuts and More is a superior product, but both will work. If you're on a budget, Jif Natural is fine. Way to go, Paulette. What are the numbers to keep your blood sugar under control? I wear a Libra sensor and check my blood 2 hours after I eat. What would be the highest zone? You're trying to keep your blood sugar while you're in a calorie deficit. Talk to your doctor, not me. But while you're in a calorie deficit, if you're trying to burn mostly fat during that calorie deficit, you have to keep your blood sugar between 80 and 120 points. Did you say on Groove to take the cleanse at bedtime? No, I didn't. So we follow those instructions, and I have stuck to those instructions too, other than we don't use their meal plan. You get up in the morning, and the best time to drink your fiber packet is early in the day. You drink your fiber packet. I mix mine with Ocean Spray Diet, VX Splash Diet, 20 ounces of that liquid or Spark, and 3 cubes of ice. Drink it. Then mix up some more liquid in there to get the bottom stuff out. I need all that insoluble fiber to do its work. And then I take my probiotic restore early in the day on an empty stomach. And then before bed on a fairly empty stomach, I take my herbal tablets with a glass of water. That's how I do it. And that's how it's explained to do it on the packaging. How about almond butter? Do you count that the same? Yes, Stormcat. Almond butter is better than peanut butter. You want to look for an almond butter that does not have partially hydrogenated oils in it or fully hydrogenated oils in it. That would be best. But 1 tablespoon is a snack portion, category 6. 2 tablespoons is category 6 and a meal portion. How do I know all this stuff? I'm in one of those moods today to brag. I must be feeling like Donald Trump. It's fitting. Make my body great again. How do you send a note to one person down there in that little thing, Stormcat? You click host and panelist, and then you pull up the name of the person that you want to talk to privately. Is the fluff and marshmallows the same? No. No, you want to make sure it's in the food library. If it's not in the food library, you need to get it passed. I can tell it's Friday. You want to get it passed. You want to get it past scrutinization. We put it in the We Fixed It group. All fluff and all marshmallows are not approved. That's Fat Bus City. Only the ones that we approve. Got to put it in the We Fixed It group. I know y'all don't want to come to my class. Y'all want to know all the math. But you better dedicate 20 years to it or you'll get yourself in trouble. Today is my birthday, and I told my husband I need new clothes. I went from a 22 to a 12, and now they're too big. Woo, 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 woo. Happy birthday to you. Now you see why they don't let me sing in church. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rebecca. Happy birthday to you and many more.
On Channel 4 with Scooby-Doo and Doo-Doo-Doo.
She's going to celebrate in a bikini on the beach. Way to go, Rebecca. You're killing it. Patricia Hurt give you more specifics, Charles. Nuts and more, almost double the protein. Good job, Patricia. Walden's Farms marshmallow spread is good. That works. Not a question, but a concern. Weighed in this morning. I'm up a pound, but have been doing the Groove Challenge all week. Am I being silly? Joanna, I would have to ask this. Have you lost weight this week? And if so, I want to know how much. You finished 4 days of Groove. How much have you lost, Joanna? This week. Total. Not in a day, but all week. Have you lost any weight? I want to know. But Stormcat, 1.5 pounds down in 4 days is tremendous. And plus, you have to eat things that is not on the program, right? Am I right, Stormcat? I'm going to get y'all. Where's my jack hat? Stormcat, you tell the truth. You got to tell it all. You can't just come on here and say, I only lost 1.5. So here's the deal. Joanna has lost 5 pounds in 4 days. What do y'all think about that? 5 pounds in 4 days. Stormcat always tells me I have to do things different because of my blood sugar. But she's down 1.5 this week. Is that good? I'm going to get y'all that don't tell the whole story. And that's without me even checking your journal. I'm going to start getting y'all. I'm going to go through it again because y'all need some reassurance. Joanna, you're doing great. Joanna, are you sticking to the meal plan from Groove? Are you sticking to it exactly? You down 5 pounds. Do you think, I want to know honest, it's okay to be honest, I won't be mean. Do you think that's slow weight loss? Do you really think that's slow? I want to know the truth, and then I'm going to fix your brain. Some of y'all, not Joanna. Joanna is very truthful. Some of y'all don't ever tell the truth. Don't tell the truth. How many times have I taught on fat loss? How many times? How many times? Fat loss, when you're in a calorie deficit and you're controlling insulin, is going like this. But your water and glucose is doing like this. There is a weight attached to the weight of water and the weight of glucose. Your body is going to ebb and flow. When the tide is high, you won't see your weight loss, your fat loss result, because the water weight is fluctuating up and down faster than the fat loss. Then when the tide is low, you see your fat loss. When it's high, you can't see it for a day or two. Now, I want to know, while I'm picking on you and having fun out of all y'all, how many times have we talked about this? Let's keep going, because we can't let you be your own worst enemy, y'all. Because this is when people quit. The minute that you say in your brain, look, I've been there, so I'm not picking on you. I used to do the same thing. The minute you say this is slow, how many days before you quit? Be honest. Might not even be a day. As soon as you get a Cheddar Bay biscuit in front of your nose. But it's insanity. We're all freaking crazy. Don't get mad at me. Don't hate the play. Oh, I'm not solid gold. You're crazy. Now look, and until you stop that thought, are you ever going to be successful? I'm talking to everybody. I'm not picking on Joanna. It's all of us. She's lost, was it 5 pounds, Joanna? 5 pounds in 4 days. Watch this. Watch. How many days in a year? 365. How many 4-day sessions in a year? How many 4-day periods in a year? 91. There's 91 4-day periods in a year. She thinks 5 pounds is slow. Most of y'all think 5 pounds is slow. If she can't even keep that up. If she keeps that up for a year, she would lose 455 pounds in 1 year. But in her heart, she thinks that I'm not doing great. It's kind of slow. I lost 6 and then it went up a pound in a day. Can Joanna stand to lose 455 pounds in the next year? Do y'all see my point? Please say yes, so that I think that, even though we're all crazy, somewhere inside of us, there's reason that we just need reassurance from each other that this will be okay. Stormcat, probably going to get mad at me, but Stormcat, she's determined and disciplined and done great. She ain't got tons of weight to lose, lost 1.5 pounds. But Stormcat, because of low blood sugar issues, has to have extras. So is losing 1.5 pounds okay? Are we going in the right direction? Watch this. When people say, I'm losing weight so slow, what do you, tell me this, what do you think slow weight loss is in a week? Average. Like you would say, if you're losing this amount, it's slow. 1 pound a week is slow. 1 pound a week is slow. How many pounds would that be a year that you lose if you stuck to it a year? 52 pounds in a year. If you lose 1 pound a week, you would lose 52 of these. How many dress sizes would you drop if you lost 52 of these jiggly, itchy hunk of chunks? How many dress sizes? Now watch. You said that's slow weight loss. What happened if you gained it? What if you gained, this year you gained 52 pounds of fat? What if you put on 52 of these this year? 52 of them. Would you say that you gained weight fast? You would. So why in the world do you see? It's not even fair what you're doing to the good Lord. It's not even fair. You say it's slow weight loss, but it would be fast weight gain. How can that hold true? It's either slow and slow or fast and fast. This is the diet devil attacking your sweet little brain, big brain, whatever. It's the diet devil attacks us to get us to quit, anything to get us to quit. And we're constantly looking for evidence, reasons to quit, aren't we? Honestly, we're all looking for evidence to quit. And the first evidence that we can find to quit, we're out of here so we can have our Twinkie again. You cannot lose weight every single day. It's impossible. You can lose fat every single day by following the rules. But that does not mean that you will lose weight lose fat every single day. You can, but not weight, because your body is a big old sponge, sponging up liquid, sponging up glucose. It gets pulled into your muscles, and then you got to go work it off, and then you see your true weight again. This one thing causes more people to quit every single program than anything else. I'm losing weight slow. You didn't do anything wrong. I'll go look, though, Joanna. We'll go look. I can't get Joanna up either. Something's wrong with my system. I must not have the credentials to look. I'm so sorry, y'all. Joanna, I can't look. Joni, would you check Joanna against the Groove Challenge? Yeah, I think it's my system, Joanna. I'm not in the right account or something, because I can't see any of y'all. I might be in Solid Gold's account. I just tried to pull her up too. I can't pull her up. She's blocked me out. She blocked me as her Shibboleth friend. I know. I'm just teasing you, Joanna. Y'all, when y'all ask me questions, I'm actually loving it, because I can have fun with the big group. So, Joni, can you check on Joanna Gagney and make sure that she's following Groove the right way? I think Joni's still here. Sorry about that, Joanna. I'll have to look into this after class. Tammy and them can see you. I just can't see you. You will not lose weight every day. It's impossible. You can't do it. It's not the way your body works, everybody. If that's going to cause you to quit, you need to listen to Solid Gold and just go eat a Twinkie and have some pleasure. Charles Grant, how much have you lost, brother? Is he still here? We're about to go, I promise. The nonsense is about to stop. It's Friday. Y'all give me a break. It's Friday. Charles is down 170 pounds. That means he didn't quit, right, y'all? Charles, how many days have you weighed in and the scale showed that you went up, even when you were doing things right? Several times. It happens. It happens. You stay with it. It's a test. This has either got to be a lifestyle for you or nothing. This is my lifestyle. When you're not enjoying the process and you're just doing it to lose weight, you will never be successful. I don't care what program you do, you will never be successful. You've got to do it. I'm going to exit now, but you've got to do it because you want to do it. It's the right thing to do it. And then you got to learn to enjoy it, or you're wasting your time, and you shouldn't worry about it. I'm telling you, the mindset that it's too slow, too hard, no support, all that stuff, none of that is true. None of it. But you believe it because you speak it and you think it. You're wasting your time on any weight loss program under God's sun. Every program, if you're only doing it to lose weight, and at the first sign of a stall, you're going to quit, why put yourself through this torment? The Bible says, I wish thou were cold or hot, but thou art lukewarm. Thanks, Tammy. Thou art cold or hot, but thou art lukewarm, therefore I spew thee out of my mouth. Do you see that? When you want to do this a little bit, but you're going to bail on it at the first sign of trouble, you have put yourself in torment. You either desire to do this and love doing it and feel better, or you say, I don't care anymore. I'm gonna love my body right where it is, and I need me some pleasure, and I'm gonna eat. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what no height and weight chart says. There's a consequence to eating healthy. And that is you don't get the freedom that somebody who don't eat healthy gets. There's a consequence to eating what you want, when you want it, and as much as you want without discipline. But there's also a lot of pleasure. It's pleasurable for a moment on the lips, a lifetime on the Do y'all feel me? Somebody say, I feel you, player. See, I'm having a hard time getting out of Solid Gold's brain. I feel you, player. Don't hate the player, hate the game. If you want the food, eat it. I love you. Have at it, man. I'll celebrate with you. I might not eat it with you because I get more pleasure out of eating healthy and not eating what I want. Matter of fact, if I eat what I want all the time, it ain't long. I don't like food no more. Blah. From Lauren. I have to confess here, I feel horrible that I really only want to lose maybe 30 pounds and to see somebody who has lost 170. Y'all are amazing, and I'm sorry that I have made excuses for the past 4 months. By the way, Lauren, if you go to work, you can have that off in 45 to 60 days. That's just as important as Charles Grant's 170. Just as important. I had a friend. He was over 300. I was over 300. His self-esteem never lacked. Never. Mine did. When I was only 30 pounds overweight, my self-esteem was more lacking than his. This is a personal thing. This is just as important to you. It's all about you. If you got 5 pounds to lose and it'll make for a better life for you, it's just as important as one of our members who's got 400 to lose. Maybe the consequence is different, but we're talking not just about the physical body, are we? What's more important than our physical body? Our spirit. I'm going to close this class out with saying this. Listen to your conscience. The Bible says in Proverbs that the conscience is to the soul as pain is to the body. Meditate on that today. Thank y'all. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you. Let's give you that supplement class. Do y'all see that link? Those of you that want to come to the supplement selector class right now, I'm going to it. Supplement selector class for body transformation. We're going to talk about the differences in weight loss, maintenance, and bodybuilding, and the supplements necessary to do those, to accomplish those goals. Had fun with you. I love y'all. Have a great day. A perfect Friday. I'm not sure if we'll go live tonight. Sasha and I are running on fumes. We may take a break tonight, but of course during the weekend I'll be checking in. And who knows, if I'm just feeling it, I'll come on and do it anyway. All right, y'all. Love you. Love you in the Lord. See you in the next class.